Good morning YouTube, welcome to Gommy's Workshop, which is brought to you this morning by Mini Strawberry Donuts,
Courtesy of Dave.
courtesy of Dave, Young Jedi, and Dutch Syrupy Waffle Biscuits. Thank you very much, my Dutch friends, for sending these to me. Nice. I do hope these are normal biscuits and they don't have any special content, man. So, what have we got for you today? I have a paintball tech centre in Belgium who is having a problem getting a bolt out of a LUXE. So what we're going to do now is going to change the camera angle and I'm going to show you a really easy way to do it. Yeah. Anyway, so see you in a minute. Okay, here we are. Sticky bolt LUXE problems and how to solve them. Now, it's well known that at every single sub-air show we are there and we upgrade these guns. We now have a different type of O-ring for the bolt assembly, the fire can assembly, which stops the whole stiction friction thing, right? Now, it's not that these bolts get stuck, it's just that sometimes I don't want to leave the gun because I love it so much. But it's a really easy fix, right? Now, what I need you guys to do is have a little think about different ways to do things, okay? Because normally we pull the bolt out from the back here, we lift the can and we pull it. Now there's even a special way to do this, which I've explained in videos before, which is the pinch method, right? Which is where you lift that, you put your thumb on the bottom of the frame and you pinch like that, okay? Now obviously these have to be a tight fit. Now what I'm going to show you next is the next method, which is a fluffy. Lift your can. In fact, it may help if you get somebody else to give you aim in this. Lift your can, stick your finger underneath it so the pin isn't locating into the receiver, okay? Take your fluffy, put it in the front, push on the bolt, and hopefully, there you go, only takes a little bit of pressure, pop that off, and that's that out, right? Now, at all the sub-air events, or all the popular sub-air events, we do a service for the LUXEs. Now this service includes the different O-rings on the outside of the fire can. If you haven't got these, get in touch, we sell them. If you want to come to a show, we do all this free of charge only at the shows, yeah? Don't go trying it on, we've got to be here next year. Yeah, notice there that this one has white O-rings, not black O-rings. You've got black rubber O-rings, they're the old ones, they're a 20. These are the new O-rings, they're a white, they're a different material, and they are a 19. So they're fractionally smaller, or as we like to say, gnat's cock. You like that one, didn't you? So that's how you take your bolt out. It's really easy to do. Don't be scared to get physical with it. Now, if you're having a real nightmare of a problem, you can just gently warm this up with a hairdryer, and that will warm up the lube inside, make everything nice and slidey. This is sort of standard stuff you should know. Engineering, gunsmithing, that sort of marquee. This is just basic 101 workshop knowledge.
Yo.
And with that aside, what else should we talk about? Should we talk about eyes? Want to do eyes today? I'm going to do eyes and the diode on the board, okay? So we're going to see you in a minute while I change to a different camera angle. Bye! Okay, you're going to get my famous hands in this video. I'm sort of filming upside down, so you're going to have to bear with me. So, considering this is upside down and I can't really see what I'm doing, what I'm going to run through is a few details on this LUXE. Now, I've already taken the bolts out to remove the trigger frame, okay? What I want to do is show you whereabouts inside the board. Now, I already have done a video for this, but it seems that it's not getting through because I've had guns come back again with missing diodes. It's quite an easy problem. It's quite an easy thing to avoid. It's even easier to get on the internet. Let your fingers run all over your keyboard, type in YouTube, type in Gommy404, come to the workshop page, and all the information you need is there. Or get on YouTube, type in LUXE or DLX Industries, all the information is out there, okay? Now what I want to show you here is, this is the solenoid. Notice I've taken the battery, I've taken the speaker out because none of that is, you know, it's got nothing to do with what I'm trying to explain at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the solenoid. That's the solenoid wire. Now notice where the solenoid plugs into the board, okay, because that's fairly important. We're going to use that as a reference point. The actual plug on the board we're going to use as a reference point, because right next to this plug is a tiny little diode, and it's this diode that I'm trying to show you. If you're going to be a technician and you're going to work on LUXE based markers, this is a very, very important thing to do, or you'll be breaking boards and your customers will be jumping up and down, and you'll have to give them a free board. And this, you know, if you guillotine this diode off, it's not covered by warranty, it's not a manufacturer's problem, it's something you've done and you need to know about to avoid it happening. Now what happens here, and I'm going to try and bring the gun up to the screen here, this is quite hard to do. When we pull the trigger frame off, you see how close that solenoid is to the plug, right? Now what will happen is this solenoid, if you're quite, you know, quite vigorous in pulling this frame off, or you try and swing it down like an M16, you'll take the diode off. Now an easy way to avoid this, on the back of the gun, I'm just going to disconnect the eye wires. You don't have to use a pair of tweezers, but I do. If you undo this screw here, and this screw here, the whole board moves across. That will give you clearance so your solenoid doesn't bump into the diode, okay? Or alternatively, you can just have a look where the diode is and just remove it so the solenoid doesn't bump into the diode. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to change camera angle. I'm going to show you this diode at a bit of a closer angle, okay? So, see you in a minute. Bye. Hello YouTube, welcome back again. It's turning into a right morning this morning, but I won't go there. What we're going to do this morning is I'm going to be showing you some boards, if I can get this to focus nicely, and I'm just going to point out here where the diode is. Okay, right on the end of my Allen key here, which you probably can't see. No, you're not in the shot. I had my young apprentice there trying to put donuts into the camera review. Hang on, no, right down here. This, by the way, is a strawberry donut.
Right, so you've got the board, and if you put the donut on the top,
yeah,
you'll get strawberry goodness. Very fruity.
By the way, it's an iron donut at the back of the fire chamber.
Both donuts.
Apparently we are both donuts, but we can tell the difference between wiggling a macro line to make the gun seal.
It's not that, it's leaking.
How comes it's not leaking now?
There's no air on it.
No, we just aired it up.
I know, but when you do it, it does. I'm not
Okay,
it does leak.
Anyway, where are we? This is the diode that everyone keeps chopping off. And this is a board
I know it does leak through the macro line,
that doesn't have a diode. Yeah, this one has been chopped off. So just to show you the difference here between these two boards, where one has a diode and one doesn't have a diode.
Is it worth putting on
Obviously, you know, only a really experienced eye or a trained hand would pick this up. If you're going to be taking your LUXE apart, feel free to give us a ring. You know, give us a ring and we'd run you through any pointers and stuff like that. But also, of course, there is my YouTube channel. I'm just going to put this one under LUXE pointers or something like that. So enjoy.